Jaya Gaura Hare.
Welcome to another episode of TwoMuchWise.
This is the Gita Expedition series where we explore the timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita, verse by verse and chapter by chapter.
All that we discuss here is what we've heard from perfected teachers and spiritualists from the Gaudiya Vaishnava tradition. None of this is our own analysis.
If you're here for the first time, then we recommend that you watch the warm-up series of the Bhagavad Gita where we introduce some concepts of the Gita for the first time.
This episode is better heard than watched. You can hear it while taking a walk, while driving, cooking, or even walking out.
We've had a lot of fun recording this, and we hope that it's an enriching experience for all of you as well. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We're reading from Bhagavad Gita Chapter 1, text 31 to 35. And today we have the shlokas up on the screen. Text 31. Nacha Shreyan Upashyami Hatva Swajanam Ahave Nakankshe Vijaya Krishna Nacha Rajayam Sukhani Cha. Translation: I do not see how any good can come from killing my own kinsmen in this battle. Nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness. Translation of 32 to 35. O Govinda, of what avail to us are a kingdom, happiness, or even life itself when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed on this battlefield? O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, fathers in law, grandsons, brothers in law, and other relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me? O maintainer of all living entities, I am not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange for the three worlds, let alone this earth. What pleasure will we derive from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra?
We can see an X-ray of Arjun's psyche a little more as we go deeper and deeper. He's getting a little more anxious, little more. You can literally see him. Just it's almost like a very emotional rant that he's going on. He's like he's named all of whom he can see right in front of him. He's like my tau, my chacha, my this and my brothers, and everybody's standing in front of, and what do they want? What do they want? They want to kill me for what? For property? Let them kill me. I don't care. I don't want to do this. That's basically what
Yeah.
he's saying right now, but in a very deeply affected sense. I might have sounded comical Arjun, but he's being very uh, yeah. And the first, especially the first one, 31st, he basically is like, why should I
Hmm.
do this? Why what good can come in killing my own
Yeah.
family? And yeah, then he goes on to ask mera kya hai, like in a not in a transactional sense, but he's like, what will I achieve by doing
Yeah.
this? And that is the
Yeah.
question I think these verses are basically trying
Hmm.
to.
In Shlok
Yeah.
30th, just before this, it's described how Arjun is sweating and how the Gandhi is falling from
Yeah.
his hand and he's crying. And then there is a line in there are two words in 30th which says his mind is reeling. And as you said, that
Hmm.
reeling mind, that rant is now coming out. Sometimes we
Yeah.
say in Hindi, "Main bhara hua hu." Like I'm just so full of negative thoughts right now. I want to take it
Yeah.
out. I want to vent it out. So that's what he's doing to Krishna. With Krishna,
Yeah.
he's as you said, it's a rant. He's venting it out. Then yeah,
Right.
why like why should I be killing them? This is so relatable for me because if you look around the world right now, different parts of the world are in the middle of different war zones. There is Israel,
Yeah.
Gaza, there is Russia, Ukraine. In Middle East, there is always something else also going on. So
Yeah.
if you hear the opinions of uh, political veterans or war veterans,
Hmm.
Most of the time you will hear, why do we need a war? We should not kill unnecessarily. Why should we take lives of innocent people? It's such a valid argument, right? It's such a noble
Yeah,
thing to say. That's exactly what Arjun is saying. Why should I be
correct.
killing, especially like my own men? What's the need?
Yeah, yeah. Here he's, as you said, that he's talking about not killing, and it sounds noble, and it's almost like anybody is saying that. Basically Arjuna is saying, listen, I have, this is a dispute between me and my brothers, right? Like it's a property dispute, right? One, I don't want to kill all these different people. Second, why should I kill my own
Yeah.
people? And what will I get out of it? Like this is something that he's bringing up right now. 2 points. One is the point that you brought up, that it sounds noble. Krishna is going to shatter and really blow Arjun's mind with his answers, that how wrong he can be, in fact diametrically opposite of what Arjun is assuming. And he breaks it down with logic, not with
Authority
just
and
emotional
emotion. Yeah.
talk. Yeah, talk. And second of all, here you see, this is the caliber of great people. Like even in a rant, what Arjun is saying, there are learnings in there. He basically is saying, what will I achieve by doing all of this? Even if I win, what will I achieve? That shows a very it reveals human tendency, that for example, he's talking about kingdom, that if he wins, he'll get the kingdom and this and that, whatever. um if we get things, we need people to enjoy
Hmm.
it. And that is so revealing, because Krishna, and the whole theme of the Gita is that soul is where, the whole theme of any spiritual journey is that the soul is where the enjoyment is, matter is not where enjoyment is. And this is very revealing in that, because if you get things, even if you have all the things in the world, you still need another person to enjoy that
Hmm.
thing. um like another person, as in another being, and it means another
Yeah.
soul. Like the spirit is still
Yeah.
needed to enjoy
Yeah.
matter also. So the enjoyment is still linked to, heavily linked to the spirit
Yeah.
part. Even though we think that that's the thing, we take the spirit part for
Yeah.
granted, and we think like things lilith
Yeah.
we'll be happy. But that's what Arjun
Yeah.
is saying
No,
here. And
that's really profound.
yeah,
I've never thought of this like this while reading this shloka. Although I know it, but like I've never linked it to this shloka. It's true. Spirit. We need spirit. We need life to enjoy, and that doesn't only mean human beings. Sometimes to enjoy,
mm,
we have a dog or we have a cat, and we
correct,
have
correct.
domestic animals.
Any
Any
living
living,
being, yeah,
yeah. And
basically.
I remember you mentioning this one. It was very interesting. You said that if you are left on a secluded planet with all the
Yeah,
facilities and things you want, but you
yeah,
are secluded and the planet is also secluded,
yeah,
isolated, you are not in touch with anyone, you don't have access to any living being, any life, but you have all the facilities. You have a great house, you
yeah,
have you have all Apple products, the latest one, including that
yeah,
VR set, I don't know what they call it, but you have everything. How long would you want to stay
yeah,
on that planet? You wouldn't
yeah.
want to stay so long, right? Because there's no life.
Yeah, like if you, this is, we've usually experimented asking people also this, that we're working so hard to get all these different things that we want, these products and these things and these foods and these experiences. Now if you were given a choice that you don't need to work so hard, all you need to do is make a choice. The whole planet is yours, filled with things and food and this and that, everything. The whole planet is yours, but one condition, that on that planet only you're there. Will you be willing to take that up? And people think about it for a bit. They're like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that, because this Gucci jacket that I really want, it has zero value if there's nobody
Yeah,
else to
who will I show
appreciate
it
it.
off to? Like, who will I flaunt it
Yeah,
in front of?
yeah. Then if there's no people, that Gucci jacket or my homemade, I only made, like if I made a raincoat out of a tarpaulin at home, it'll be the
Yeah,
same as that Gucci jacket, because there's nobody. It's just functionality.
yeah.
Then no, it protects me from whatever heat, rain, wind. But yeah, nobody to appreciate it, then it loses its value. It loses its value because there's no
Hmm,
people to
hmm.
appreciate it. Spirituality or no spirituality, we should know this, that to appreciate, we this is basically a revelation of our own tendency, that we like some, mostly like things because we like sharing it with others. I'm using the word sharing, sometimes it can be showing off also, but yeah, that it's basically like a peek into our
Mm,
own
mm.
psyche.
So this is the second. There are two parts that you highlight, right? This is the second part,
Yeah,
which is there is no enjoyment without life, but our focus for enjoyment is on things, although subconsciously we know it's about life. That's the second part. The first
yeah,
part, yeah, Arjun is being so noble, right? He's saying the right thing.
yeah,
He's sounding perfectly fine, right? And
yeah,
actually, this is also uh, the last section of the first chapter where Arjun is sharing his doubts, and this is
yeah,
his first doubt. He's going to share other doubts. He's going to give other arguments to
mm,
not fight the war, and all of them
yeah.
sound extremely reasonable.
Credible. They sound credible. They do not sound incredulous. They sound really like valid points. In fact, they seem like the argument to make by any sane, any noble, any good
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
person.
I was thinking if I was Krishna, I would have been like, "You're right, Arjun. Let's go."
Yeah, let's go back.
But and that's the beauty of the Bhagavad Gita. It's That's
Yeah,
actually the beauty of all the shastras. Like you're thinking, you're expecting something, but you just
yeah,
get something else. Arjun is actually being
yeah,
morally right. He's on a moral high ground right now. But Krishna gives
mm,
something higher than morals.
yeah.
And that's what
Because morals, end of the day, can one be faulty, and they can be subjective. There is an absolute level of being moral also, but it is linked to, as you said, a higher level of thinking, a higher level of living and being, which is higher than morals. When you live on that plane of absolute sense, then come morals
yeah,
automatically as a
yeah.
consequence. um, yeah, for example, I saw this movie a long time ago. It's called Gangs of Wasipur. It's a Hindi movie. In that, there's a politician, and his son keeps doing all wrong things, all bad things he keeps doing. And every time he does a wrong thing, the father has to basically protect him somehow or the other. And every time the guy does the wrong thing, the son does the wrong thing, in the background there is the mother shown, and she keeps saying, मेरे मोनू को कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए, मेरे मोनू को कुछ नहीं होना, like my Monu has to be protected, my Monu has to be, is this a noble thing, like for a mother to be protective of the child? Is this a noble thing? Obviously it is, like it is, but we know, because we know the context, that oh no, the politician's son has done a wrong thing, this that, we will never take the side of Monu's mother.
Yeah,
We will never do
yeah.
that. But from Monu's mother's side and Monu's mother's sister's side, they're like, oh, why not? Like, obviously, you have to protect, family is everything, family is all, right? Here, um, we just seeing that same thing, that, yeah, Arjun, in his own idea, if you just see Arjun's side, he doesn't want to fight his family because he's thinking, this is my personal war. Why should I don't want my kingdom. Just because I want my kingdom, I'm fighting and trying to kill my
This is
whatever
Arjun is
kinsman.
like Monu's
I
mother
don't.
right now. Yeah.
Mono's mother right now. But the whole idea is Krishna will zoom out and give you the bigger picture, that listen, just like someone should have told Monu's mother, listen, what about the atrocities your son has done? What about the other people who will bring justice to them? Just like that, Krishna is gonna tell Arjun here, spoiler alert, that Arjun gonna be told that, listen, Arjun, this is not your personal war. If you don't fight this war, uh, injustice will prevail in society. People who are depending on you to keep the society just, to keep dharma in place, they will all be done a
Yeah,
disservice. What about all of
yeah,
them? You're thinking my grandfather, my this, my brother-in-law, all of that. But think about all those people who you're in place as a kshatriya to
yeah.
protect. What about
Mm,
them? That is what Krishna is
mm.
basically going to say.
See, actually, these morals, we have to very maturely step back and look at the entire concept of morals. Ultimately, morals is a part of sociology, right? Morals, and when
Correct.
morals are formalized, they become law, right? Formalized
Mm,
morals
mm,
are law. Now law and morals, they're always temporary, because as the society
Yeah.
evolves or changes, these morals and laws will change, you know? for,
Correct.
for
Correct. We've seen
exactly,
that.
there's so many examples, like I
Yeah.
can think of homosexuality. Today homosexuality is not
Yeah.
considered immoral. 100 years back in India, it
Yeah.
was considered highly immoral. Today we're fighting for laws
Right.
in favor of homosexuality. 100 years back nobody was even
Yeah.
talking about it, right? So morals and laws keep
Yeah.
changing. But
Smoking in a
smoking
plane.
in a plane, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Entering an airport till the plane.
Just some years ago. Yeah.
So many laws and morals keep changing, but
Yeah.
there has so morals and laws cannot be permanent, they cannot be eternal, they cannot be absolute. They'll always be relative to
Yeah.
time, to place, to circumstances. even with
To
even with
people.
laws, why do we have the entire system of judiciary and courts? If laws were not
Correct.
relative, then bhaiya, this is the law,
Yeah.
you did this, it's wrong.
Black and white.
There's no point of
Yeah.
fighting a case is that you
Correct.
bring out that law in view of the current of the time,
Context.
context,
Yeah. The
situation.
nuance.
So laws and morals are
Yeah.
relative. Is there something
Yeah.
which is not relative, which is permanent?
Yeah.
And that's what
Mm.
Krishna refers to in the entire Bhagavad Gita to correct Arjuna. Something which is not
Correct.
relative to time, place, circumstances, something which is
Yeah.
eternal, a set of eternal universal laws. And that's what Bhagavad Gita is, eternal universal laws.
Correct. Thou shall not kill is definitely a rule to be followed. But here, thou shall not kill
Yeah,
is not
yeah,
being
yeah,
followed.
yeah.
What does that
And
mean?
God is saying, don't follow.
Uh, yeah. And God is saying don't follow. And just, thou shall not kill is a good thing to follow. If you kill someone, if that is just black and white thing that you follow, then that means God is wrong
Yeah.
all the time, because death is, Krishna himself says that death I am.
He's killing everybody, all the time.
Yeah, he's killing everyone. What is this? Then that means Krishna, God made a rule, and then God like, I'm gonna break it. No, that's that. It's not that simplistic. We can, just because it's comfortable to have simplistic ideas and just not understand them. You can't be like, I'm going to drive a car, but I'm not going to understand the rules. If you want to live life, you have to understand the rules of life properly.
So
I just heard Prabhupada today, and he was saying, "Good citizen is that who knows the
yeah,
rules of
yeah.
society."
So there is even with all universal laws, all religious principles, uh, you you need to know the essence. Uh, it's complex, but initially, as you start to get a hang of it with a proper guide, then it becomes simple for you. Because
Mm,
once you understand the
correct.
essence with the guide, then you can look at everything in context to the essence. And
Yeah.
reading the Bhagavad Gita with a guide, understanding with a guide, with a sense of learning and positive
Yeah.
challenging, you can actually understand the essence. And then the complexity of religion, the complexity, oh Bhagavad Gita धर्म है, धर्म ग्रंथ है, नहीं समझ आएगा, ये देखो क्या क्या हो रहा है, भगवान मार रहे हैं, all of that becomes absolutely clear, right? uh,
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll keep saying, what sort of god is Krishna? Huh? God is telling Arjun to fight a war, huh? What is this?
Yeah.
But you need to understand the essence with the guide, and then once you're done understanding it with the guide, everything is crystal clear. It's so simple then.
Yeah. It actually tallies. That was my biggest, in our life, not everything tallies, and we're not used to perfection in
uh,
tallying everything, like everything just coming together. This is the reason why we like those kind of stories or movies. And in Harry Potter, in like book 1 something happened, in book 5 it just coming together. Then, oh my god, what is this? Oh my god, you get really hyped up because you're not used to it. It's an outlier, right? Because we are not perfect beings, so our actions do not tally. But in the whole Krishna's plan, everything tallies.
yeah,
Why I'm bringing this tally thing up is because Krishna killing someone or Krishna protecting someone, both the things actually are absolute, in the sense that both have the same consequence of elevation for that soul's
yeah,
consciousness, elevation for that
yeah,
soul. आपने, for example, a mother feeding a child, carrying a child, and a mother beating a child, both of them have the
yeah,
same consequence of nourishing the child, right? The mother will not beat the child for sadistic reasons, a normal mother, right? So that's what that's what Krishna is doing. His actions are
Yeah.
absolute in that sense, and it
Yeah.
tallies. It's a transcendental tally
Yeah.
that happens.
Yeah. That's a very nice point that you spoke of. So if Krishna is asking Arjun to kill, which he will, it's actually going to benefit those who are going to get killed, because it's
Yeah,
like a mother beating a child. It'll only benefit the child.
yeah,
uh, and
yeah,
and that's true, right? In the Mahabharat, we know that all the warriors on the battlefield, each of them got liberated, because all of them
correct.
died looking at Krishna, thinking of Krishna, seeing Krishna. So
Yeah,
actually everybody,
yeah,
each one benefited. So if you come in contact with Krishna, you benefit. In fact, we know,
yeah. You can't but
yeah, you
benefit.
can't but benefit, because he's all good, like he's all pure, right? And in the Bhagavatam, in the Bhagavad Puran, there's so many examples, right? Where uh, when Ravan died,
Yeah,
everybody around could visually see that Ravan's sort of getting liberated, right? uh,
yeah,
when Hiranyakashipu died, uh, then Narsimhadev, who killed Hiranyakashipu, told Prahlad that your
yeah,
father is already liberated. He's already liberated.
yeah,
So everything that will
yeah,
come in contact with Krishna from our vision, it may be good or bad, because we are in the vision of
yeah,
duality. We have the vision of duality of good and bad. But from a spiritual vision, anything that comes in touch with Krishna, it is going to only benefit.
yeah. There's a complexity that comes in though these verses and all these things. It can very easily be misconstrued, that hey, listen, anybody can say that God has told me to kill and I'm killing in the name of God, and people do that.
Yeah,
We know
yeah,
that terrorism and jihad and all of that is just happening in terms of yeah, I'm killing in the name of God. So people can say that, hey, listen, well, how is this different?
yeah. Yeah.
How
Thanks for
is this
bringing
any
that up.
different?
It's really relevant.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, we can definitely do all things in the name of God, but doing things in the name of God, for example, I can wear an army officers, there's this is not a recommendation, but there's a market in Delhi where you can get all uniform of like, that's why the officers also buy uniform. But even a civilian, by the way, can just go in there and buy uniform and the whole set. You can just sab kuch, if you need to impersonate a army officer, you can just go buy things there, get the whole uniform done for yourself. If I do start if I wear the uniform and then just start going killing people, saying that I'm doing this for the safety of the country, will the country be like, will the country accept me? Will the law be okay with me doing that? No, I'm impersonating it. I'm impersonating an army officer. I'm saying I'm killing on the behalf of the behest of the government, for the good for of the government. But am I really? I'm not, right? I need to be authorized. I need to go through training. I need to have a lot of different processes through which I really understand that, am I authorized to do this, and what is it that the government really wants, what is lawful, what is not lawful, etc.
Yeah.
So if I don't go through all of that, then basically I'm breaking the law. I'm just impersonating the law. If I do the same in religion, I say that I am doing this for God, but in fact, I'm not doing anything for God. I'm just doing everything from the whims of my mind. I don't like someone, I kill them. I like someone doesn't match my ideology, I basically go and harm them. uh, that doesn't make sense, nor will it achieve the consequences, nor achieve the purpose of what actually is happening here when Krishna tells Arjun to fight.
So Arjun is trained. Arjun is the trained,
Yeah,
proper, authorized army guy,
correct.
right?
Yeah,
And Krishna is given, is going to give all reasons to Arjun in the Bhagavad
yeah,
Gita, right? As to why he should kill for religion, for the higher principle, for universal law.
yeah.
But if you don't know the science of religion well, and you're out to kill only because uh, there is one line of text that you've read, uh, you've not put it in context, you've not got deeper learning of the text, then you're in,
Nor have you been
nor have you been
authorized really
authorized. Yeah.
by. Yeah,
So then you're impersonating, and that's causing harm to the society, to you, uh, and it's
to the very cause
Yeah,
that you're
yeah,
fighting for, because you're bringing a bad name to
yeah.
God,
You're
because
fighting.
you're
Oh yeah,
saying
yeah.
that
You're
you're,
fighting for God, and you're
yeah,
bringing a bad name to God. So
yeah.
okay, is there anything else we want to cover, Prabhu? We've got 2 minutes. Uh,
I think this is a very nice. The first chapter, the whole of first chapter is very nice in the sense that it brings out this very important thing, that Arjun doesn't want to do something. He's faced with a very pressing situation, and instead of learning from that situation and trying to address the real cause, he's trying to change the situation altogether. And this is what we do basically. That when we are faced with a challenge, we try and change the situation, run away from the situation, avoid the situation itself. That's where all our energy goes, instead of actually seeing that how do I address this situation, what do I learn from this, and how do I grow from this situation. That is something the Gita is basically teaching us in this first chapter, and it's coming out in bounds now.
okay, so we'll hear more of how Arjun is running away. What are the reasons you're giving to run
Yeah,
away in the sessions to come?
correct.
Okay, so after compassion, Arjun will share his other uh, reasons, and we'll go.
Doubts.
We'll
Yeah,
read them one by one. Thank you so much, Prabhu. See
correct.
you in the next one. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Jaya Gaura Hare